Welcome to the Happiness Hall of Fame. Tonight we have some absolutely incredible guests, people from all around the country, wonderful, accomplished people that have advanced the cause of happiness throughout the world. You're going to be entertained, you're going to be informed, and I guarantee you that your life will somewhat change as a result of tonight with all the wisdom that's going to be shared. So let's get started. I heard about a man that came home last week, and as he opened his door, his wife screamed, "Pack your bags, I just won $25 million in the lottery." The husband said, $25 million, I'm so happy. He goes, "Where are we going?" She says, "I don't know where you're going, but you can't stay here anymore, buddy." Right? And such is life. One minute you're happy and you're up, and the next minute you're not. I come from a very hardworking, funny Irish immigrant family. My father is the Irish Frank Sinatra. He will sing at the drop of a hat. You don't need to drop your hat. He will sing anyway. He's 81 years old, and he's never met a microphone or a pint of Guinness he didn't like. My mother looked like Sophia Loren. She had the wit of Lucille Ball. Everybody loved her laugh. She was a wonderful woman. She wasn't as good as Michael Chiarello, but she was a great chef. She worked in Manhattan. She cooked for President Reagan, most of the mayors of New York for the last 35 years, the Rockefellers, and great parties around Manhattan. She had such great energy. I have been researching happiness since I was 17 years old. That was the year, unfortunately, that my mother passed away. And sometimes very good things come out of very bad things. So when my mother died, some of my happiness died with me. If you've ever lost a parent, you know what I'm talking about. So I dedicated myself from the time of 17 to learn the secrets to happiness. And I mapped out a plan. And the other thing that I was on a journey to find out is, how could somebody so young and vibrant and happy be taken away at such a young age? It made me question, why are we here? So I had two things I wanted to find out about in life. So I mapped out my journey, and the first thing I was going to do to solve that riddle is to get a degree in psychology. Yeah, psychology was going to lead me to happiness, right, Fred? Wah, wah. You know, I'll never forget my first day in psychology class. We were learning about Freud, and the professor stood at the front of the room, and he described a couple that he was counseling that he was at wit's end with. They hated each other, but they wanted to be happy. So he said, "I don't know what to tell these people. Does anybody in here knows what I should tell them?" And he looks at the list and he goes, "You, Duffy." And I was like, looking around like, there's got to be another Duffy here. You know, I've got a Flowbee haircut and acid wash jeans. I am not going to be a good counselor for married people. So I said, to be honest with you, I thought you were going to teach me about happiness. And he says, "Happiness?" He goes, "This is psychology. We teach you how messed up people are." So I got my degree in messed up people, and I continued my journey to learn the secrets to happiness. I read hundreds of books, read hundreds of scientific studies, attended seminars and lectures, and I was learning. You know, what's funny is some men love golf, some men like football, like Bubba Paris, but for me, I love learning and speaking and writing books about happiness. So after all of this time, I boiled down all of this information into my simple, sustainable happiness formula, which is P plus P equals H. Purpose plus progress equals happiness. What is your purpose in life? We're here not just to be consumers and to gain stuff. And a great way to find out your purpose is to ask yourself wonderful questions, like, how can I serve others? What makes me happy? Make sure that your purpose in life is noble. So everything was going good. I took a piece of paper and I wrote down my 3 biggest purposes in life, which is be a great husband, be a great father, and to educate people about happiness. So that was under the purpose. Under the progress, I wrote action steps, because you have to take action in order to achieve your goals. So for Be a Great Husband, every Saturday night is date night at my house. Magically at 5:30, a babysitter walks in, and me and my beautiful wife Shannon here walk out the door, and we have a great night. For Be a Great Father, the action step was coach my children's sports teams. My daughter's 9. I've coached everything she's ever done, even sports I don't like. If you have to suffer through a soccer game, you know what I'm talking about. And I got an image of myself achieving those goals, because you have to get an image on the inside in order to manifest your desires. So everything was going along great. And in 2008, something was missing. Something was just missing. You see, in all of the scientific studies, most of the time you will find, statistically speaking, that people who have faith are happier. I didn't like that fact. I really didn't like that fact. But reluctantly, I gave in. I said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And I went to a small church in San Carlos with the wallpaper peeling off the walls and children crying and beautiful families like yourself there. And the sermon was on love. And all of a sudden, I felt a wave of joy come over me. I felt a burden lifted. I knew I had come home. So I had to amend my simple, sustainable happiness formula to P plus G equals H. Because anything you add the creator of the universe to will give you strength and truly make you happy. And as to the question of why are we here? Well, in the Gospel of John, he writes that God is love. So if God is love, then love must be God. In the Gospel of Matthew, he writes the 2 greatest commandments are to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. So, the answer to why we are here to love. Thank you. Thank you.